What is up, you guys? It's your boy, the Cowboy Big Red, aka Nick Springfield, coming at you guys with another WWE Champions Week in Review. You could actually say it's a 2-week review. I usually drop every Tuesday. I didn't this week on Tuesday because I wanted to see how the week panned out as far as that scouting stuff. I wanted to catch the beginning of the Faction Boss because I'm going to be leaving for Florida Monday, so next week there probably won't be an episode. I'll be gone for about 12 days. So I wanted to get an episode out before I left, though. I got a lot to talk about. As many of you guys know, I have been playing this game for 4 years. Not the whole time it's been out, but for 4 years. And I love the game. I absolutely love playing this game. And I talk with a lot of people in a lot of the groups, a lot of the Discord servers. And there's people like me, probably about 50% of the community. We don't spend much. Like when I say much, I limit myself to $300 a month, but I usually spend more than that. It usually goes up around $5. And even with spending all that, my roster is not full of top tier guys. And it's almost like it's frowned upon when you don't spend, $1,000 a weekend. Now, let me actually just take a note because I want to touch on something else that I forgot about. Now, so first of all, let's get back to last weekend, actually. We'll start there. Acro Edge, everybody was excited for another Edge. It's his 5th version of Edge in the game. Very expensive. Very, very expensive if you got him. Now, another thing that's happened the last couple weeks, maybe even about 4 weeks back now, the number of shards in the shards bag. The superstars are getting better and better, and the amount of shards are going lower and lower. Now, we all know it used to be 25 shards and 50 shards. And I think it was like the 2-star and 3-star was like that. 2-star, you got 25 shards or a 2-star. 3-star was either 50 shards or the 3-star card. And then the 4-star is 100 shards. That's still the same. Now, it kind of blows my mind because you have to spend even more now. $500, $1,000 a month isn't enough. You're frowned upon for that. The event last weekend, every single bonus superstar, extremely rare. Extremely rare. I'd be willing to say 90% of the community didn't have those superstars. Now, it was a decent event, and I actually did a little quick vlog Sunday when the event ended. I've never hit 25 million war score. I got to almost the last milestone. I did not get the last one, but I got the other ones. I got the blue bomber plate. I was so happy that I got the 25 million in war score. But at the same time, because I had no bonus superstars, I got 6 solo milestones, and I spent a bunch of money. Not right here. Not right at all. So, the Edge looks phenomenal. He looks just as good as Montez Ford and Kevin Owens, those two right now. I got KO. First time I've ever gotten a chase at 3,000 shards. I already have him up to 16,000. Let me tell you, he's the best card I got. And I got a couple decent ones. That new Kevin Owens, I thought Montez Ford was unbelievable last month. Woo! That Kevin Owens, let me tell you. But back to that contest last week. I don't want to spend too much time on it. I'm torn with it. Like I said, because of how good I did in the war score and how crappy the rest of it was. That's got to stop. But as we all know, it didn't. It most certainly did not. Now we get this wonderful free trial tour, which, let me talk about the showdown first. You give us a free trial of 6 new Icons of Wrestlemania, with Icons of Wrestlemania all being the bonus superstars, win 200 matches, I think it was. You give them to us at 5-star bronze, right? Now, you get maybe to, what was it every day? 10,000 coins, I think it was needed. But you got to, and that was, I forget the notoriety for that. I want to say, whatever, I should know it. But you get to the point where you're about halfway through the day. Well, actually, I'll say halfway through the first day. And I was up to about 6,000 showdown coins. So I had 4,000 to go, finish the day out, max the day. And you run into a straight brick wall of fully leveled, both opponents 5-star gold. The first day, come on, you guys got to think of something better than that. Like, it was miserable. I probably spent 15 million coins refreshing. And I wasn't using the icons the whole time. Pretty much I kept one icon on for 3,000 points a match. But it was ridiculous. It was like, talent, 4,200, 4,200, 4,100, 4,200. Like, come on, you guys need to figure something out to make it better. Like, that's ridiculous. I mean, it's just as bad as when we used to get attacked 3 times during a match and our notoriety would go down 200 points in a 30-second match. Like, I was not happy at all this whole week with the game. I mean, I'm crucial on this game anyway. I don't care. I'm not a content creator. I'll say what's on my mind. Everyone who plays knows it's a cash grab, total cash grab. But we play it because it has fun. Well, because we have a lot of fun. But Scopely, for those of you who don't know, Scopely is the wonderful company who makes this games and a few others. And if you actually go in like their community forums, like the one for our game, I talk to a lot of people. Most of the people I talk to and see posting are tired and fed up of Scopely's bullshit. A few years ago, the community stood strong on a spending ban. And for a couple days, I mean, even the top factions took part in it. They didn't spend. I mean, I'm sure people spent a little. But all of a sudden, they opened up a huge event, and it got, that week, the prizes were great. They could feel it. And over time, it got a little worse and a little worse. And this game is pretty much a straight spend now. You cannot compete. You can't even have fun if you're not spending $100 a week. Like, bottom line, that's it. $100 a week, at least, is the minimum to actually maybe sort of kind of compete in this game. And it's a pile of shit. As we all know, the bonus characters for the event, the WrestleMania event, 95% of us, I'm sure, didn't have all of them. I mean, 90% of us probably only had one of them. I didn't have a single one. The absolute rarest of rare characters needed, the ones that, you got to spend $5,000 on just to get it. And Scopely continues to piss in the face of the community and tell us it's raining. It is ridiculous. Everybody needs to band together again, like we did with that spend ban, on social media, retweet these videos, retweet all the rude comments and all the pissed off comments towards Scopely. Same thing in the Facebook groups, because they watch those groups. I'm sure some of them are in those groups because they play and create the game. What they're doing to the community is ridiculous. Now, let me get to this wonderful Faction Boss event. But before I get to Faction Boss, one other thing too. In order to get any kind of decent amount of milestones, I noticed they finally put a epic WrestleMania, Icons of Wrestlemania strap in the prizes. I didn't get it. That would have been the normal max out before all these bonus boxes. Another crock of shit. Just spend, guys. It's the only way you get to compete. It was just ridiculous. So even if you did happen to get a couple, if you had a couple, you needed at least one of those superstars. And I made a bunch of pulls. So that counts as bonus points, a lot of pulls. It was just ridiculous. You would not get that milestone. And then, of course, that's where pretty much where those WrestleMania medallions start. The ones for the shop where you need like 50,000 to get 10 shards of a card. Just all around last week, just garbage. Totally. My wife was like, you should probably just stop playing for a couple of days. You're going to have a heart attack. And it's like, I play the game every goddamn day. I love my faction. We compete. But it gets to the point where you're just tired of it. You don't care. Like, I get so pissed when I see the bonus superstars released, when I see like the prizes for the events, because you have to spend more and more and more every week, and you get less and less and less. And in the meantime, Scopely's over there like, hey, let's release a 9th version of Randy Orton. Now we can get to this weekend. Just when you think Scopely cannot get any more sleazy and slimy, Faction Boss, where it's extremely hard to score. Another spend. Actually, not as far as the solo. I'll get to that in a minute. The weekend release character is now 3,000 shards. Bad enough the chase character's already 3,000. At 2,000, again, 98% of us do not get the weekend character most of the time. That's probably the average. Now, that's at 2,000 shards, or 1,600, or even 1,200. 3,000 shards for a weekend release. Really, on top of that, it's his 9th version in the game, pretty much. You just don't care. Like, this is what Scopely's doing. Let me show you guys. They're like, nope, it's raining, guys. Raining. That's what's hitting your face. It's ridiculous. It is. And I might just sound like a angry, pissed off person. Maybe it's because I am. 4 years I've been playing this game, as most of you have. And this company treats us like shit. I've actually wondered if you could file a Freedom of Information Act and find out like what programs and stuff they use and their algorithms and all that. Because I guarantee you, if there were casinos in Las Vegas posting odds and selling us stuff based on those odds and lying to us, that casino would get shut down. People will go to jail. I guarantee you there's not many laws on like the game, on phone games, freemium games. But I guarantee you they are the dirtiest company around. All they care about is money. It wouldn't surprise me if like they were in debt. Because the way they try to push for money, it's like they need hundreds of thousands every week. And it's sick what they do to what I say is one of the most loyal communities around. I hope you all had a great week. I'm not impressed with Faction Boss at all. I didn't play it the first time, really. We were in a faction. I was trying to help a couple guys get their faction off the ground. And we had like 20 people in the faction. We didn't even play. I mean, we might have messed around a little. So this is like the first time I'm actually playing Faction Boss. Not impressed. All it shows you is what level was the highest you beat. Doesn't tell us how many points we get if we're winning. It says play to earn points. My point thing hasn't moved in like 10 matches. I noticed you get those points when you beat a level boss for the first time. It'd be nice if they could tell us the levels that we haven't beaten yet. Because I've only gotten points 4 or 5 times, and I believe there's 10 levels. The game's just kind of I don't know, it's a weird game. I don't know how you score. Like down in the bottom, it'll have 2 people with 0. It'll have a Pimp Daddy and a Power Bomber, or like, what is this? Maybe I missed it, but somebody could have done a video about, I usually see a lot of the videos, but somebody should have done an in-depth video about it. I know Garcon did about the scoring and stuff. Like what you got for points and stuff like that and prizes, but nothing about how to actually play it. Now, like I said, I'm going on vacation for a week and a half or so, something like that. Driving down the coast, checking a bunch of stuff out, taking the kiddo to Disneyland and stuff like that. I hope everybody has a great week and a half. Maybe I'll do an episode while I'm down in the sun, poolside or something. But for now, I probably won't be on until the week I get back. But I wanted to make an episode because I'm fed up with Scopely. I know a lot of you guys are. There's that 5% that love them because they spend $5,000 a month. But people need to like really stand up to what they're doing to people. This is ridiculous. Comment in the video if you don't like what goes on with the game most of the time. Fuck the forum. Get it out there where everybody can see it, not just the community, because that'll get people saying, wow, this Scopely company sucks. And they do. If you look at the other games they make, their players are just as mad. So they have a habit of just sitting back and pissing on their community. Retweet these videos, comment on it, tag them on it. Do all that so they see it. And other than that, enjoy WrestleMania night 1 tonight. I'm actually about to wrap it up here because we got NXT coming on. I think it actually just started. Have a great weekend. Have an awesome WrestleMania. Your boy, the Cowboy, Nick Springfield, out.